survivor. I know, but who is this for? Whoever's really giving the orders must be influential.
Do you want to ask Cal the Greater? No. So quit yapping and make sure there's no survivors.
Looks like we have a few more pests. Let's just...
White Demon! Ice Shark! Toad Demon Form! White Demon!
We have to find that. The school burning.
White Demon! Toad Demon Form! White Demon! Ice Shark! White Demon! What is this? We missed a couple of these pitiful students? This is like crushing ants. There's no end to you people.
Ants. That's all their lives were to you?
Ah, I doubt you've seen real bloodshed. Just like the other would-be warriors in this school. Men! Cal the Greater wants... Ice Shark! Hey-ya! Toad Demon Form! White Demon! Longsword! Longsword!
were so many. Everywhere. And fire from the skies.
Shh. We've chased off all of Gao's men. We'll be safe now.
No, they came later. First there were fighters in black. With fists you could hardly see. She told them where to attack and they turned like one mind. One purpose. Except for the one. He stood alone. His armor so black. Black like a hole in the earth. So deep you can't get out.
You'll be alright. Just be still.
I tried. I tried so hard. I'm sorry.
Wu said... He said there was no warning. Just calm skies and then fire from above. He organized the students, but they were overrun. Master Li was taken when it began. He went without a fight, giving them what they wanted. But afterwards, the students... they were killed anyway.
The Lotus Assassins. They leave no one alive to tell the tale. People fear the unknown. For Gao the Greater to have them as allies is troubling. The figure your friend spoke of is Death's Hand, the leader of the Lotus Assassins. This student was strong to live as long as he did. The Lotus Assassins answer to Death's Hand alone. He would not appear unless this was important. He usually acts behind the scenes. I don't know why they were so intent on taking your Master Li, but they never attack without purpose.
Gao raved about a lot of things, like hearing Master Li tell you that he was the glorious strategist. What does it mean?
That's not possible. Sun Li, the glorious strategist, was the Emperor's brother and the head of the Imperial Army. Your Master Li cannot be him.
Why not?
Because he can't. Sun Li was declared a traitor to the Empire 20 years ago. The Emperor himself accused him of killing the third brother, Prince Qin. And besides, the glorious strategist would not have made such mistakes.
What mistakes?
Revealing himself, for one. For another, he would have known that giving himself up would not save your students. I stayed on the outskirts. I saw him at a distance a couple of times, but had no reason to look past the beard for a man 20 years dead. I had other interests. It doesn't matter. I know enough about the glorious strategist to say he would not have made these mistakes. And I know far too much about the Lotus Assassins. I was one.
It doesn't matter.
No, he is right to question me. I'm accustomed to such suspicion.
It doesn't matter. Whoever you are, whatever you were, you did not do this, and you do not have our master. We need to decide what to do. When we know where we are going, when we have a plan, then we can talk about who knows what.
I doubt I could change your resolve, even if I wanted to. Perhaps I can at least try to point you in a productive direction. If you wish to pursue this, we should head to the heart of the Empire, the Imperial City. Gao the Greater was behind this attack, but I suspect there is someone else behind him. You will find your answers if...
You know a lot. We will have to talk about the source of that knowledge.
Make whatever judgment you wish. I assure you, I have already made worse.
Let's go. I don't want to be here.
That is a very common desire. The hardest to achieve, but very common. Come, let's see if we can get Gao the Lesser's contraption in the air again. It won't be stable enough to get to the Imperial City, but we might reach the trading village of Tian's Landing. All trade routes lead to the heart of the Empire. If we are lucky, we can find someone to give us passage. If we're lucky. Quite the crash. I wouldn't have left the marsh had I known we were headed for such a spectacular landing. It's a miracle we all survived unharmed. We did all survive, didn't we?
I'm okay too. A little shaken up is all.
We were lucky. Only a fool braves the air currents without a proper wind map. You can't navigate the skies without them. Not safely, anyway.
So where are we going to find a wind map of this region? We can't follow Master Li's captors without one.
Things are even worse than that. Look at our flyer. Even if we had a wind map, this thing wouldn't take to the air again. You make it sound so simple. Flyers and wind maps are rare things, even in the Imperial City. Out here, they're all but unknown.
Gao and his pirates used flyers to attack Two Rivers, and the Lotus assassins who took Master Li had them too. Somebody around here must know something about them. I'm sorry to get upset, but every second we're stuck here, Master Li gets farther away from us.
We're near Tian's Landing. It's a small village, but maybe someone there knows where we can find a new flyer. If nothing else, I remember a clearing suitable for a camp. And if we can't find a flyer, we can always follow on foot. To the south of the village is a forest. A trade route leads through it to the Imperial City. The village is across the bridge and beyond a large marker stone. Look for the giant rock with a painting of a fish on it, and you'll know you're heading in the right direction. Very well. I'll wait here for now. It's not so different from the marsh, actually. More of an impending sense of doom. But that could just be your end.
We should get going. There has to be a better place.
Make your way Let's keep things simple.
I am honored that you have chosen me. Do you feel that? Something is here. Something that hates the living.
White demon! I saw it! Your end is near!
You fell from the sky, but despite the maddened spirits here, you will benefit. A spirit monk was here long ago, fleeing the destruction that orphaned you. He carried a piece of your amulet. It was separated, broken apart, so your enemies could not find it easily. You have the first piece. It trains your abilities now. The second piece fell here with its minder, hidden until waters receded. A guardian protects it, waiting to test and serve you. The third piece awaits discovery in a distant lair. These three pieces are physical, but there is one more. It cannot be found, only earned. This final piece is all that will save you in the end.
Are you all right? You fell over after the fight. There was something here, but I couldn't see it clearly. You saw a vision? Strange that I could not make it out. Strong spirits are usually quite clear to me. Please tell me we shouldn't stay here. It isn't safe. There's so much pain and suffering in this place that I can barely think. What did Zeus say again? A clearing near Tian's Landing across the bridge in south? It sounds simple enough. Lead the way and I'll follow.
White demon! Toad demon form!
where you are. Death's Hand should know better than to send his minions out alone.
It is clear that you are one of his hirelings, or perhaps one of Gao the Greater's marauding pirates. You will pay for the crimes you have committed. Don't waste your last breath on lies. I didn't get there in time to help anyone, but I saw you lead the massacre in Two Rivers. Clearly you were involved. Death's Hand went too far in ordering its destruction, and Gao the Greater sought to profit from it. My retribution will end with them, but it will begin with you.
White Demon! Ice Shark! Toad Demon form! Longsword!
Enough!
The way you move seems odd. A flaw I cannot see, perhaps? But you are better than I expected. You might even beat me, if I allowed. You are too skilled to be just a hireling. Death's Hand would view such ability outside his assassins as dangerous, and Gao the Greater prefers his servants docile. So it would appear. You lack their branding. But if you are not one of them, who are you? A monk? A mercenary? A bandit? You chase a great evil, larger than you realize. Leave and you may survive. Others have tried to face Death's Hand, but were destroyed, as Two Rivers was. Your honor sends you toward peril, but you do not flinch from it. A trait of fools, and perhaps the occasional hero. I also seek answers from Death's Hand and his minions. If you truly oppose him, you will need to find your way to the Imperial City. Of course, only the Lotus Assassins can come and go as they please, thanks to Gao. Travel routes by land and water are blocked, but they use wind maps and flyers to further their goals here and in the surrounding forest. Perhaps, if you are capable, we will meet again. I wish you good luck, but you will need far more than that to survive. Farewell.
This area is off limits. Impudence. We have a...
Focus! You cannot defeat my spirit!
Wait, stop! I'm not your enemy. I swear by my ancestors, I'm not your enemy. Even though I wear this uniform, I'm no soldier. My name is Chen Yi. I'm just a simple peasant from the town of Wons. These soldiers passed through my village a few weeks ago. One of them angered the Lotus assassin who was in charge, and the assassin... As I was coming back in from the fields, they grabbed me to fill his place. They put this uniform on me, bloodstains and all, and told me I was in the army. I will do my best, but I don't know anything. The Lotus assassins... They are evil. Pure evil. They forced me to serve them. They would have killed me if I disobeyed. Of course, Great One. I will return to my village and lead an upright life.
You showed great compassion to that poor man. I am glad to see you can be merciful as well. You should get going.
healed.
There is something dangerous beyond these gates. The spirits here are troubled.
Ah, you found your way. Good. I decided there wasn't much point in staying with the flyer. Here, I salvaged this gem out of some sort of power source. I imagine you will have some use for it. Now that we're here, we should see if anyone knows anything about flyers. Maybe whoever is in charge of the town can help us get underway again.
Is there anything you need? No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind. Although your company is always welcome. Strange enemies, troubling plots. I will be glad. I do not like the area around this place, around Tien's Landing. There is rot here, deep in the heart of it. There are secrets, and maybe I just feel this way because of what happened at the school, or what I fear will happen to Master Li. I will, but I cannot help worrying or thinking about what has happened to... That is very sweet of you to say. We should get back to what we need to do. Is there anything else? I can't believe Two Rivers is gone. It was home. The people there were the only family I've known. And now, they're all gone.
I understand, Dawnstar, but the path you're on may lead to even darker places. You must prepare yourself.
I don't want to think like that. We will set things right. We have to.
Returning your friends was never an option, but there are a great many more.
Nara earphone wonu kanawa ofa ear kanawa wonu.
Mother and I are getting out of this town. If you have any sense, you'll do the same.
Akwak wo so sonia sona phonia sisaya now cook. Sisaya efogoso no koso aeria. Saya kanoa fwanu.
It's sure to be more exciting than this dead
Koni o kiowe kawaia wo kawaia. Watita osia kwanif nipawi. Pia uksaya sinini sisaya rusta atapafawer sumpuno ko suir toeruk. Ukir nepo sise sayer wosayer sisaya efo woso no koso aeria. Sayer kanoa fwanuer. Uyower apafawayer sisier sisi tuetok. Uyer wakwak finir sier. Akwak wo so sonia sona phonia sisaya nawako. Wo tawa ye kupia kawia nakawia ipduki.
Those pirates must be Gao the Greater's men. We know that he has holdings near here, and he has flyers.
Pia uksaya sinini sisaya rusta atapafawer sumpuno ko suir toeruk. Sisaya efogoso no koso aeria. Sayer kanoa Pawoya astir, wo sayer ifasaya wa kawia sheer. Wo tawa ye kupia kawia nakawia ipduki. Wo nipir uksayer sisini nisayer pusta, wo ifuer uksunuk no kawayer. Ukir nepo sise sayer wo noni wo sayer tar wo wir ignisara. Noni wo sayer tar wo wir ignisara konkna. Wo yower apafawa yer sisi tu tok. Wo Koni o kiower kawayer wo kawayer watita osia kwanif nipawir.
Out of our way, woman. In this town, we don't step aside for you. You step aside for us.
The peasants of this village may cower before you, but I do not. If you are smart, you will apologize for your behavior and walk.
Don't tell me what to do. You think I won't hit a woman? What are you looking at? This doesn't concern... Time to...
Longsword! Ice shard! Ice shard!
I was back at the camp when I heard the sounds of battle. I got here as fast as I could. Hui, what are you doing?
It's been a long time, Zhu. I haven't seen you since that night. I did as you asked. The child...
I know. After we spoke, I followed you. I wanted to be sure she was given a good home. You did well, Hui. Hui and I knew each other long ago. She was a soldier, and I needed her help. There was a child, an orphan. I knew she was just a girl. Her parents were dead. I couldn't look after her, and I knew Hui by reputation. I knew she would find... She's safe. That's all you need to know. She doesn't concern you. Besides, we don't have time to worry about something that happened almost 20 years...
Yes, those are old worries. Thank you for your actions today. Even if these men were no real threat, just simple sailors frustrated at the shallow river that holds... There are pirates in the area, and they pose a far greater danger. You will likely encounter them, especially if you are the one I am waiting. As Sagacious Su mentioned, my name is Hui. Tell me, young... I have waited here many years for the arrival of one special fighter. Your master, Sun Li, bid me to wait until you, his protege, came seeking information.
So it's true. Master Li really is the Emperor's brother. I wish I had known.
He is gone, isn't he? Taken by the Lotus assassins just as he thought. He knew they were always searching. They are right to fear him and his legate. The glorious strategist was certain the path to the Imperial City would bring you here. He was also very specific about how I present my information to you. You must... I served under Sun Li and was one of a few soldiers he trusted enough to contact after Dirge fell. Li knew the events there would have great consequences. He told me of the weeks-long siege and how spirit monks were slaughtered so his brother could take their temple. It was madness. The Emperor killed the water dragon itself.
The water dragon. The shepherd of the dead, a goddess of rebirth. To try and steal her power, to even think it could be attempted. Has any mortal ever shown such arrogance?
There are many beings that exist beyond our experience. The heavens are governed by a celestial bureaucracy. Each facet of existence is managed by a specialized attendant. Most appear to have little influence, but some, like the water dragon, have a portfolio that grants exceptional status. She was said to have governance over the Great Wheel. She was not a maker, but all life that ended passed her gaze before returning to the earth in another form. Sun Hai sought rebirth for his empire at the cost of the natural order. Her body was taken to the palace as a grim trophy of the power that ended the long drought. All the while, the people hailed the Emperor as a hero. The water dragon's power was tied to her temple at Dirge, and the strength of her servants. When the spirit monks were slain in Dirge, her physical form could be injured, but she was also a god. Maybe her spirit still exists. Even a god is not invincible. They have their place and it can be challenged. Sun Li could not stop the slaughter of the spirit monks. He fled the battle with you in his arms. Most believe Sun Li fell at Dirge, a lie spread by the Emperor. A handful of us knew that he lived, and we also learned the terrible price of his rebellion. Li's wife was with child, his daughter born in the Imperial Palace while he was at Dirge. He never saw her. Within weeks of the siege, the Emperor had Li's family executed.
Executed? Murdered? The Lotus assassins were to cut them down. A mother and newborn child. I have no doubt that order came from Death's Hand himself.
He probably didn't think his family would be harmed, but even had he known, he might still have saved you. Li knows you have a destiny to fulfill. You're the last of your kind. The natural order has been disrupted. There is much to say, but first I was instructed to impart some very specific knowledge. Your master was very clear.
You can trust we, so I don't think there's any reason for me to stick around.
Zhu is an honorable man. Not a good man, perhaps, but an honorable one. Now to your training. A brief description will reinforce in your mind the style you saw me use. Certain lessons had to be withheld until you were ready for the attention they will bring. Sun Li taught me so that I would teach you. I must train you in Spirit Thief. Magic and weapons tire you. Draw on them too much and you could be left defenseless. Spirit Thief restores your chi, prolonging your ability to fight or ignore wounds. It is especially useful when enemies are immune to basic martial attacks, when you must use magic or weapons. It can even immobilize a foe, allowing time to recover even more. This short lesson should be enough for now. Come speak with me in the tea house. We will talk of your master and more.
Is there anything you need? No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind. Strange enemies, troubling plots. I will
Please excuse me. I know I shouldn't be crying and... Please, I'm just a humble woman. My name is Seamstress Lawn, and I have a problem I don't know how to solve. I thought you... It's my fiancé, Baker Bay. Every day a group of thugs attacks him and beats him up. He tries to avoid them, but they find him wherever he goes. The beatings are getting worse. I'm terrified. But there isn't! My poor Bay has done nothing to these men. They attack him for no reason and... Thank you so much, kind sir. Bay is down at Beggar's Pier right now in the southeast corner of town. If you hurry... Did you go down to Beggar's Pier? Did you find my fiancé? Bay is down at Beggar's...
house must be popular.
You're a stranger here, aren't you? I know everyone in Tian's Landing, and I've never seen you before. You should turn right around and leave this town. Everything in Tian's Landing is falling apart. Sheng, the local minister, is helpless to deal with all our troubles. You should get out while you can. You don't know? The Great Dam has been opened, and now the river's level has dropped. It's too low and fast to nap. The merchants can't buy goods from the Imperial City. The traders can't sell to the outside world. The men cannot fish, and our children go hungry. And if that wasn't bad enough, we have the pirates to worry about too. They've been raiding the countryside, taking prisoners to sell into slavery. Of course, Great One.
There are ghosts wandering the land. I won't leave my house after dark.
Who let you back here? Bad enough I must work with incompetence. I don't need you walking through my kitchen. Do thugs like you think you can just walk back here for food any time? If I wanted human interaction, I'd have a kiosk in the square. Or maybe a...
Why a trough? Well, we don't feed the animals, Mr. Tay. That's handled by the farmers.
Step back, Mr. Wong. You just... step back. A polite response from one of you strangers? Go on. Don't waste your respect on... Then go walk around it. I do not waste my time collecting rumors. Everybody eats. That is all I need to know. Me? There's nothing to know about me. I cook for ungrateful people who do not understand what good food is.
Your palate is very sophisticated, Mr. Day. Some say your dishes are, acquired tastes.
Mr. Wong is here to cut the vegetables and heft the rice bags. His job does not include criticizing the menu. I am the head chef. He is nothing.
But I am learning. I will train hard to become the best chef I can.
There's a small chance he could become slightly more than nothing, but I've seen no sign of it as yet. Some people are heroes, some merely clap as heroes walk by. Then go walk around it. I do not waste my time collecting rumors. Everybody eats. That is all I need to know. Good.
I can't speak with you, Mr.
Good, you're here. We can
You've got unfinished business with us first. This time we brought some friends to even up the
Ice Shard, Toad Demon Force. Your end is near.
You certainly look like Lee's top student, though there's something odd about how you fight. I can't put my finger on it. It doesn't matter. The sailors won't bother us again. We can get back to business. Sun Lee gave me instructions to await you if anything should happen. I have prepared for this day for well over a decade. The full extent of what the glorious strategist knows is beyond my mind to comprehend. He is without peer. All I know is that I had instructions to wait for you. Sun Lee asked me to seek a piece of a special amulet he wanted you, his prize pupil, to have. It was broken up. He intended to, and I assume he did, give the main piece to you. Rumor placed a smaller part with a fleeing apprentice monk, but it had been some years and the trail was cold. It was rushed at the time because the new dam was due to close and Old Tien's would become a watery tomb. Now the Lotus assassins have drained the lake and exposed the ruins of Old Tien's landing. It seems they are searching for this piece of the spirit. Yes, Sun Lee intended you to find it. I was to tell you about it if anything happened to him. It was the last order he gave. You are wise to ask. Spirit Thief is always useful. It is common to get run down or injured during battle, and you can tire yourself even further. When you are feeling such a drain on your resources, switch to Spirit Thief, and if you power through an opponent's guard with its strongest attack, Remember, go to the ruins and claim the amulet before the lotuses.